get Craigslist back into our into our into our practice. Anyway, what you see on the screen here is a page I built earlier today on a system called Propeller, and it's offering our favorite kind of offer list of real estate deals. But the big defining difference here is that instead of going for an email address, we've got a cell phone opt-in going on. And I have Adam, sorry, Adam, I can't say your last name, Achinobi?
AJ Tomobi, AJ for short, AJ for short, yeah.
Adam Ajay on the call here, and Adam and his partner, I think, were the creators of Craigslist Ad Tracker, which I know a lot of our members used. Is that right? Was that you were involved?
Yes, my partner Cliff Okidoki is also on the line. Yeah.
Cool. So a lot of you guys on who will be watching us are familiar with Craigslist Ad Tracker. We used to use hyperlinked image ads to drive traffic out to our capture pages. For a long time, we were able to generate leads really really affordably with Craigslist. And Craigslist Ad Tracker was a great tool for tracking the analytics of all that and seeing which ads were effective. So when Adam sent over an email that I got last week about Propeller, I thought it would be worth looking at. And there's some cool stuff going on. Adam, do you want me to give you control and maybe you'll give us a quick demo and then I can kind of show we can go back and forth. I have some thoughts and questions for you as well.
Sure.
Okay, let me, well, first of all, let me show my screen. Sorry, guys. My screen is live now. There we go. So that's the link.
Ryan, just a sec. My partner is also on the line. Is there a way you can also...
Sure.
Cliff, are you there? Can you say something? You can also chime in.
Sure.
Yeah.
Here, let me make Cliff a presenter.
I'll be the presenter, but you'll be able to just talk, I guess, just audio.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Cliff, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Cliff, are you there?
So it looks like he's coming in, but we'll let him come in. His audio's not there, but I did make him active. I'm gonna make you a presenter.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, can everyone see my screen?
Here it comes. I can see it, so I think we're doing good.
Okay. All right, so I guess I'll just get started. Thanks, Ryan, again for inviting me to do this webinar. It's pretty exciting. Like I said before, we've been in business now officially for almost about 5 months or so, and we've been attracting so many people from so many industries. We have lots of realtors using our software. We have people in the work from home, MLM, network marketing niche. We have people in health and fitness. We have sales recruiters. We just have people from all different industries and niches. So I'm really excited to be doing this webinar with you guys right now. So a little background about myself. I got involved with internet marketing, online marketing, I think 2008 or so, 5-6 years ago. I started with the Craigslist. Then I was advertising a lot on Craigslist to promote my consulting business and stuff like that. And I came up with this idea of tracking it, and then I created this software. And I just thought, why not just make this software available to a lot of people? And then that's when I created the Craigslist Ad Tracker stuff. And then I put that out online, and it attracted a lot of people. We had over 60,000 members use that software.
60,000?
Yeah.
So,
wow. It was pretty exciting. It started out as a little mini weekend project for me, and then it just took off.
Yeah.
And with that program, when I created that program, I had a full-time job, and after it started taking off, I quit my job. I started working from home. I started delving more into the online work from home industry and just starting to understand. Met a lot of cool people, met a lot of marketers. It just exposed me to a lot of stuff going on online at the time. So it was pretty exciting. So what happened was, after a few years, I think it was last year, Craigslist started changing the rules, with HTML, with posting and things like that. And that affected a lot of people's businesses. And that was what really got me into looking at other ways to generate leads for my old-time customers and clients. And that's how Propeller, that's how we started looking into using SMS lead generation instead of people clicking on links to go to a website and things like that. Which
Because because the
I'm
traffic
sorry.
is, sorry to cut you off, but the traffic is still there on Craigslist. We haven't talked about Craigslist a lot ourselves, but it's still there, right?
Yeah, definitely. The traffic is still there, but now we're just looking at a different method to get people to actually to get people's information without having them click a link.
Right.
And that was how this whole thing started. And so we ran a test. We ran a test starting in December. We ran a test for about 3 months to like test it out, and we had over 129,000 leads from Craigslist alone using the SMS text to opt-in method, using the SMS system. And these leads were for people in like different people looking for homes to buy, homes to sell, and also people in different niches, cars, buying cars, MLM, work from home kind of deals. So we had thousands and thousands of leads that we were able to generate for our customers in just that 3 month period. Just
These are
go.
cell phone. You were able to get cell phone leads, and these are you manually posting? How are you getting? You know, who?
So the ads that we posted, mostly manual. So we contracted out a lot of like the posting stuff. Some of my clients also posted them themselves manually. So it was mostly manual. A lot of it was also contracted out to like different like posting agencies.
Okay.
So that's how we ran about 1,400 or so ads in that 3 month period all over the country. So
Great.
and it worked out pretty well. But anyway, so the idea here is we use SMS to get leads. We want people to text us, and we want their cell phone numbers because mostly if you've been marketing online, it's usually done via email, and the email open rates are lower, and more of it is going to spam. People don't check their emails, but with the SMS, the open rate is much higher and the responsiveness is much higher. So that's we wanted to create a system that people were already familiar with, everybody likes, everybody texts. So SMS turned out to be the best way for us to do that. So the main idea here is, qualifying your candidates, your leads, as soon as you can. That just helps you create a more efficient conversation with them and increase your sales.
Hmm.
So you want to start the rapport, building rapport with your clients and prospects as early on as possible, and getting them to like you, trust you, and being able to just go back and forth and create a dialogue with them.
Yeah.
So this is how it works. Well, we want people to text us. We want them to. So we're gonna run an ad. We're gonna post an ad somewhere. It could be on Craigslist. It could be anywhere. One of the things we're also testing right now is posting ads on Instagram. So we're posting image ads on Instagrams, and we having, text this code to this number to get more information.
Yeah.
That's a test we're running right now. We're also testing on Pinterest and like other social media, Facebook, YouTube. We're testing it right now. We're going to be having some results coming pretty soon.
Yeah.
But with the test that we've done so far, it's been mostly on Craigslist, and it's just worked wonderfully. Getting back to how it works, we'll get people to text us, text a code to a certain number to get in, and I'll show a live demo for after I show you guys some examples here. I'll show a live demo on how that actually works. So the next thing is, after we capture the phone number, then we want to take people through a survey process to get as much information from them as possible, right? I've seen surveys can go from like 1 question survey to like 10 question surveys. It just depends on what you're selling and I guess how much of a problem you're solving, really. I'll show you an example of a survey where it's a 7-questionnaire survey that we're asking, and we got hundreds of people to respond to that survey, and I'll show you guys that in a little bit. So get them to text you, capture their cell phone number, and also put them through a quick survey, ask them their needs, what problem are you trying to help them solve, and you'll just be amazed at how many people will easily text you, because it's easier, it's less intrusive, low pressure. People rather text than call. Just like probably everybody listening right now, we all text because it's just way easier. And the survey is the same thing as well. It's automated, right? You can ask questions. You can ask people questions that they want. You probably can ask them over the phone.
Right.
Because when it's on the computer, when they're on their phone, they're more open. They can freely answer your questions. And we found out with the surveys, it just helps the process a little better.
The
Brian, were
surveys
you gonna say something?
the surveys really excited me because we've been stacking surveys after our email opt-ins, like a 4 second step survey.
Uh-huh.
And when I saw that, I mean, I understand where you're going because you end up, the hot leads just rise right to the top based on the answers.
Yeah, exactly. And you just want to quickly sort people. You want to find out who's really serious based on how they respond. You'll be able to gauge how serious they are, if they're legit, if it's somebody you want to get on the phone with right away. A lot of times when we generate leads, especially when you have like hundreds to thousands or whatever of leads, you can't call everybody. And not everybody is qualified, so you want them to take that step, that pre-sorting process. You just make sure that these people are actually like the people I need to be focusing my time with right now.
Yeah.
And the beauty of it is, when I'll show you guys, it's all automated. So this is an example of what we're trying to accomplish here: building rapport and building a dialogue with your prospects as early on as possible. This is an example of a text message back and forth where you can chat with your prospects. So this person, there was an ad posted on Craigslist. This person responded. They texted their phone number, and we put them through the survey process.
Ooh, you're
Right.
getting me excited because I didn't even thought of that. You got a lease to own offer out there, huh?
Yeah. I'll show you an example. I actually talked to one of my clients that's running this ad right. That's running some ads right now, and I was gonna use his what he created as an example. He's one of our top users that's actually like really generating lots of leads with this system.
Yeah.
So this is one of them. So you can text them, they can text you back. You can they complete a survey. There's a view survey here, which I'll show you guys what the survey looks like. And with the surveys, you can ask any questions you want, something that's relevant to what you're trying to accomplish. The more relevant it is, the more the better the response rate. And you want to target people that actually have a need and that you can help them solve. So this is a SMS conversation. This is the survey that they completed. How soon are you looking to buy? You want to know. I was having a conversation with one of my clients the other day, and she was telling me that there was a prospect that was looking to buy right away, but she didn't ask that question until later on, after that person had found somebody else. And so asking questions like that, like how soon are you looking to buy, if it's right away, immediately, that's somebody you want to get on the phone with. Some people are looking down the line 6 months from now. So you want to be able to prioritize, who do I need to be talking to right now, who do I need to be talking to right now. So the questions you ask, the more relevant they are, the more relevant the questions are, the better your response. So this is a continuation of the questionnaire. So this is a 7-question survey. So I've seen surveys from some people ask a couple questions, some people ask 14 questions, some people ask 20 questions. It just depends. You're going to have to try it out to see what exactly fits what you're trying to offer, to see and how you can get the best response rate possible. Yeah. So this is another SMS conversation, and you can see here the person actually texted back. So there's a text that goes out, the person texted back, and so just the main idea is just being able to build rapport with your prospects as early as possible, and being, going back and forth. The more you can communicate with them in a less intrusive, quick, easy way, the more you're gonna just move them forward. You're gonna be able to move them forward quicker in your sales pipeline, and it leads to more sales.
Sure.
Right. So that's another SMS conversation. This is the question, the survey they completed. Here I just took a quick screenshot of what the leads page looks like once you start generating leads, the names, the numbers. So you can collect emails, just like we have here.
So you're collecting the email after the text. That's interesting. Yeah.
After the text, right, in the survey, you can ask for the emails.
Yeah.
I think I had so like right here, number 7 is ask for an email, and that will also capture the email after they text you. If you wanted to send them like it maybe a more detailed information via email, you can do that as well.
Yep.
So and the leads will start to fill in on the leads page, and I'll show you guys that in a little bit. Collect the emails, and then here you can see which surveys. I don't know if you guys can completely see my screen here. I'm just trying to minimize.
Mm-hmm.
Can you guys see my screen well?
I can see most of it. Yeah, it's just all the leads. Yep.
Okay. So as they start to fill in the survey, one thing about the survey is you can also make it where it's automatically approved or manually reviewed, just depending on what you're trying to accomplish. Okay. Some people want a manual review because they want to like actually read the survey before they give the lead more information, call them, send them to their website, their listing page, or things like that. Some people want it automated so that as soon as they complete the survey, they go on with the next step. And the next step could just be sending them to your listing page, sending them to your website, getting on the phone with them, to have a phone conversation or whatever your next step is. You can do that as well. So here, I want to do a quick demo, and I'm just going to log into one of my demo accounts to show you a system on how those leads here were actually generated. So let me go back.
So I'll ask any questions so far. Anybody? I'll see if there's any. There are some here. Let me see. So Brent's asking, does it take the lead directly to my website after they do the survey? And I think the answer is yes. You can set it that way, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. You can. As soon as they complete the survey, you send them to your website. A lot of people do that. Some people do a manual review of the survey before they send them to their website. Some people look at the survey and then call them. Just depending on what you're trying to accomplish. You have the option to do whatever you want there.
Yeah, you can send them to a YouTube video where you say thank you and let them know you'll be in touch, something like that. Rob.
Exactly.
Ron's asking, are the dates different because it may take that many days for them to text back? I'm kind of missing he's probably looking at your leads. Yeah, it can take a day or two.
Say that again?
He was asking if the dates were different on the, I guess on one of the previous screens. That's probably just a gap between when the text goes out and when the person responds, right?
Previous screen.
Yeah, maybe even right here you can see there's 4 days gap between when the person replies.
Right. Not everyone is not. Actually, that wasn't a reply. That was just another follow-up text.
Oh, right. So the system does autoresponders, right?
Right. Yeah, exactly. Some of those texts are autorespond texts.
Okay.
Just depending on. So you can also set up the text messages in a way that if they don't continue, if they don't click the link. So when you send a text, you can put a link in the text message. If they don't click that link to go to the next step, and you can set up your autoresponders in a way that it will send another text message after a certain period of time if they haven't taken that next step. Let's say somebody completes a survey and I want to send them to my website, right? As soon as they complete the survey, I use an autoresponder to send them a link to my website. Now, because I'm tracking that link, if they click it, if they went to that website, I'll know. And if they don't, I'll know as well, right? So I can also set up another auto-respond text to say, hey, if this person doesn't click this link after a couple of hours, send them another text, right? Or call them or whatever. So you can set it up that way. Wow. Does that answer the question?
Yeah, I think it did for Ron. And each day is a different sequence. Ron, I think it's just an autoresponder. This is pretty next level just in terms of automation. I know some email systems are doing this, but that whole, if then when they click is pretty cool.
Yeah. Tracking everything. I mean, the more you can track, the better, because you'll know what people are actually doing, and you'll be able to gauge their interest. You'll be able to see when they're falling off, when you should follow up with them, and things like that. So we try to track as much as possible.
Cool.
You'll also get text when they go through each step, right? As soon as a lead opts into your campaign, You get a text message notifying you, and you'll be able to also like pick which text message you like to receive. Like, for instance, somebody opts into your campaign, you get notified. Somebody completes a survey, you get notified. Somebody goes to your website, you get notified. You'll be able to track everything, every step. And you can also choose which ones are more important to you
Yeah.
if you
So,
don't want to get all those text
and
messages.
and all of us are completely tied to our phones. So basically, anywhere you are, if you see somebody take a hot action, you can get them while they're
You
doing
can
it.
follow up.
Yeah.
Exactly. The best time to follow up with anybody is while they're doing it.
Yeah.
As soon as they go to my website, I can 5 minutes later, because I know exactly when they went. 5 minutes later, I'll send them a text saying, "Hey, can I help you?" Ask them a question. What do they think? Things like that. So, and that's the whole idea of just being able to build rapport and just trying to get them to move forward as fast as quickly as possible.
Cool.
So I was gonna show you guys. Any other questions before I go to the demo?
Greg, I'll answer that later. There we go.
Okay, so I'm gonna log in right now. I'm logged into so let's look at this. Still trying to minimize. Let me see if I can minimize this thing. So Ryan, you were saying you could see my app on my screen. You couldn't see the whole thing. Just want to make sure.
I can see the whole thing. I can see my account up
Oh,
top. Everything's good.
oh, okay, okay,
Yep.
okay. All right. So I'm logged into a demo account I just set up here, and so the examples I showed you guys, the SMS and the survey, this is a campaign I just set up here. So the way to create a campaign when you become a member is, you go to start a new campaign, and you go through the steps. But I already created the campaign just to speed things up a little bit here. Let's click on that. Basic setup is just, you give it a name, a title. You pick a phone number. So when you post ads, or depending on your location, you can pick a local area phone number specific to that region.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna choose a different number here. Let's choose 619. Find a number. So that the number is gonna be 619-458-3947. You're gonna my opt-in page URL. We have options for you. We have some domains you can use here. You can also enter your own branded domain name if you have one, just for your campaigns, just to run your campaigns. You can purchase a branded domain name. We have some options here for you to use, and then you give it a tag. So the URL is going to be my4digitpin.com/demo rent to own. And the phone number that I just selected is the 619-458-3947. And I'll show you guys something on how we actually ran these ads and how people started opting in. So I'm gonna go ahead and save that. So that's saved. The opt-in page. So just depending on what you're doing, if you want people to actually go back to your opt-in page, you can. We have several templates here. You can put in some info on your opt-in page to just give them more information, and this is where you capture their name and their phone number. I'll just show you what the opt-in page looks like, and we'll do a quick demo of this so you guys can experience it. So that's what that looks like. Some people use an opt-in page, some people don't use it. So if you want people to actually go back to your opt-in page and enter your name and phone number, and then it sends them a 4-digit PIN to verify it, you can do that as well. I'll also show you a way to skip this process if you don't want it.
Yeah, I built the page today, and I realized I could just use the cell number, right? The code.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So application fee for most realtors, right? It's not really needed, so we're just gonna go ahead and skip that. Sometimes you want an application fee depending on what you're selling. If you're selling some affiliate programs, high ticket programs, and things like that, some people charge application fees.
Yeah.
Just depending on what you're selling and how you're setting up your campaign, you can do that as well. The survey is the main part here. So once we get their phone number, we take them to the survey. this is
Brent's
what they
asking.
see before they start the survey. I'm sorry.
Brent's asking if you build various opt-in pages or do we build our own. Basically, I saw you had about 9 templates in there, right? And then you can
Yeah,
just build.
yeah, we're gonna be adding more templates as well. So we have about 9 templates in there right now. We're gonna be adding more.
Yeah.
And if you get in there and maybe there's some kind of template or design that you would like that you don't see, you'll also be able to create that as well.
Cool.
So the survey is the main part here. After they text us, we want them to complete the survey. The questions that we're asking them, you'll be able to add your own questions. You can whatever questions you want to ask. So if you're asking for the email, you can say capture answer as the email, and that way, what happens is it captures the response as an email address. So later on, you'll be able to actually send them an email. So aside from sending them a text message, you can also send them an email through the system.
That's cool.
And now this is what the survey page looks like. And that's what they will see on their phone. The nice thing about this is all of our pages, the templates, the opt-in page, the survey page, it's all mobile optimized. So it fits right on the screen on the phone, because most people are going to be answering these questions on their phone.
Yeah, it's real quick. It's fast.
Right. And once you set this up, for most people, it'd probably take, just because it's a new system, it might take you up to an hour, sometimes less. But why it's pretty quick to set up. And especially once you understand what's going on.
It took me about 20 minutes this morning because I was watching.
Right. So. And once you set it up and you start advertising and those leads start coming in, you make up your time fast, and you save a lot of time down the line, because it helps you filter out people and just get the real quality people that you want. Yeah. So the product page is just something that after they complete the survey, you can send them to your website. So your product page can just be a placeholder for your website, where as soon as they complete the survey, you redirect to your website, your listing page. I've set it up in a way right now just for this demo that it's just going to redirect to Propel.com. Right. So that's the way I set it up.
Yeah. So what I noticed was we could send. A lot of times we do free list of foreclosures and things like that. So you can have them go through this whole process, then send the foreclosure list as the product page, right? The actual property list.
Okay. Yeah. So now that we've set up the campaign, so this is how most people are using this on Craigslist and on other classified ad sites. So we have a campaign set up. Let's go back to the dashboard. We have that. And now let's go create something we call the opt-in code. And this is how you can get people to text your campaign phone number to get it started. All right, let's create an opt-in code here. So let's just call it RETEC. Your opt-in code can be whatever, something relevant to what you're trying to do. If you're given a deal, you probably want to use deal as your opt-in code. If it's a leasing program or something, you probably want to say lease, something like that, something that's relevant, something that's short, something that people can easily type into their phones and text you. That's what you want to use.
Yeah, I did one that was about 20 characters this morning, and you told me. I had your PA real estate deals that are awesome.
Right. So with this opt-in code, you can send messages. As soon as they text you, you can reply with a welcome message. You can ask for your name, what's your name, and you respond with your name. And then continue message is where you send them the link to continue. And here I'll just say, welcome to Propel demo. Actually, I'll skip the name prompt, because what I want to do here is I'll send you guys back to the opt-in page to continue. So you can choose where you want them to continue. And for some people, they actually also put a link in here. You can do that as well. You can send them to wherever your website is. You can type in that link in here. And if you do that, it'll skip this drop down. But if you don't have a link in there, it'll send them to wherever, either the application, which is the survey page, or back to your opt-in page. Because I want to give you guys just see the whole process. I'll set it up so that it goes back to the opt-in page, and I'll submit. Save that. So now what you're gonna text, the keyword you're gonna text is retech, and you're gonna text the 619-458-3947, right? So if you text retech to that number 619-458-3947, you'll see the process and you'll see how it works. The other thing that people use is the image ad templates that we have here. So we can pick something. We have templates for like different industries. We can use this, for example.
What was the number? Let me chat that to everybody so they can. Oh, you're gonna see it on the screen again. Okay.
Right. So the word you want to text is retech, RETECH, and the number is 619-458-3947.
Okay.
And once you text that code to that number, you'll see you'll get the welcome message, and it'll take you to the opt-in page and things like that. And you'll just see what I just showed you guys earlier. And when you set it up, I'm actually getting lots of text on my phone right now because people are trying it out. When you set up your account, you'll be able to get text like that. I've had over 15 text messages just right now of people like opting in and trying this out. So it's pretty exciting once you start getting those text messages.
Yeah.
So here, so you can change that. That's a template. You can change that to match what your ad is. I mean, what you're trying to accomplish. I think we called it the Home for Leads program. You can change that to say Home for Leads somewhere. But I'll just save this just to save time here. Save that. Now we have an image that we can go upload. So we have an image. So trying to open this up. We have an image.
Right, and we can upload this to all of our ads on Craigslist, right? As one of the pictures.
Exactly. You can upload the image as, and people will see that image. They will see the number and they'll text you. So this is the image they'll see. Text retech to 619-458-3947. You generate these images. You upload them into your ads on Craigslist, on the back page, wherever you're advertising. Some people use this on Facebook as well.
Yeah.
And we also have templates for Instagram. So if you advertise on Instagram, you can use the image templates as well.
So I would put that, I'm thinking of a few places you would put it. You can put it in your Canvas, in your profile image, on your Facebook page, on your personal profile, your email signature. Right? You can probably even do print advertising with that text code if you wanted to go back to running newspaper ads.
Right. I've seen flyers, like in my area where I live right now, flyers Home for Sales. They have like a text this number.
Right.
And to like get more details and things like that. So if you want to print out flyers and things like that, you can do that as well.
Yeah. Right. You could just print that. You can just print that flyer. You can print the image out and make that be your flyer. Sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Cool.
So So and we're gonna be adding more and more templates here. So I'm getting lots of opt-ins. As you guys can see so far, you can see the screen here. People are opting in, they're trying it out. So far about 14 opt-ins, right?
So you're looking at 100%.
I don't want to click on it.
100% open rate.
Say that again.
You're looking at 100% open rate whenever one of these texts hit. People you can't help but grab your phone and look.
Exactly, and that's the beauty of the system. I don't want to click the opt-ins because I don't want to reveal people's phone numbers.
Sure.
We're collecting those phone numbers and things like that. But you start to see as people start opting in, it will start adding up. It will start increasing here.
Yeah.
The average ad, especially on CL, gets about from what we've seen, we've gone like 40 to like 60 opt-ins.
What? Of a Craigslist ad for the lease with the guys, this lease with a right to purchase.
So the guy, the person that's running one of our customers right now, he's had about 60 opt-ins from running the Craigslist ad using the same template, the same system.
Whoa.
In just about a month, he had about 60. He had about 60 opt-ins.
So we know. So if anybody can take a takeaway here, we know that the rent to own kind of offer is going to work, and you're not just going to get tire kickers. You're going to get some people who actually qualify for a mortgage.
Exactly. exactly. So and when you run ads, you want to be as relevant as possible. You want to, and that's why the opt-in page. Okay, let's go back to the dashboard. So this opt-in page here, when people when they text and we send them back here, now it's a pre-qualifying process. They see that and they're like, oh, this is legit. You know, they enter their name, their phone number, and they go through the process and they complete this. They complete the survey.
Yeah.
So let me just refresh again. You can see this page. People are opting in. They're trying it out.
So,
I just you'll be able to, on the leads page, you'll be able to see, you know, your leads. You'll be able to send them an SMS. You'll be able to those that complete a survey. Once they go through that process, you'll be able to also like get that data and know who to follow up with and things like that.
so about a quarter of you, we've got about 70 on, almost a quarter of you have done it. The rest of you are just afraid that Adam's going to call you. And that's rightfully so.
This is just the demo. Exactly.
He's going to call you and hound you.
I'm not going to call you.
He's going to hound you forever.
So feel free to text it. The reason I want you to text it is just to get an experience of what it is. If you're going to be using something, at least you want to know. You want to understand how it works, right? You want to see what the steps are, what the process is, and if it makes sense to you. So when you do that, you'll see if it makes sense, right? The best way to learn anything is by doing it yourself and going through the process.
So one of the most exciting things here for me, and I know you're going to get to this, you know, now that I'm building this list, maybe it's the rent to own list or I really like the deals idea. I go out tomorrow morning and I see a cool fixer upper, you know, I take a quick video. Now I have the ability, even if it's just 15 people, I have the ability to text that message out with that video, that YouTube link, and know that pretty much all of them are going to open it.
Yeah. Yeah, the response rate with SMS it's pretty high, and the beautiful thing about this is also you can track it. You know, when you send the SMS message here, you can.
Yeah, can we see how to send one just so everybody can see?
And yeah, wherever. Oh, we already seen this person's number. I don't know where it is, but let's just go there.
That's all right.
So. So this is the text message that we sent out. We can see the response. It's the order here, but anyway, this person hasn't completed a survey yet, which is fine. But this is where you'll be able to send them a text. You know, hey, welcome. You know, whatever text message you want to send them, you'll be able to do it here. Let me show you guys something that's also cool.
We can broadcast, right?
I'm sorry?
That's what I'm getting at. You can broadcast as well, though.
Yeah, right.
Right.
So this is where you do that. You go here, SMS messages, and you can set it up in a way that,
yeah,
you know, you pick your campaign.
Yeah.
Let's call this welcome.
I'll let you do this. So guys, just picture this. You do one video of a fixer upper, you put the video on a landing page, and you have people text you to get future videos. You know, say you're building an investor business. Yeah. And then you get this list of, even if it's 100 phone numbers, you know, you do your deal of the week, you go out, you send it to 100 people. Anybody who's opting in to get real estate deals, you know, by video and giving you their cell number is probably going to be interested in the next one you send. So you go find another deal, you mail it out, and you get right away you get 3 or 4 of those guys going, how much is this thing? It's, yeah.
So, right. So let me show you an example here real quick. So I want this welcome message. So the people that opted in that didn't complete the survey, I want them to get this text message, right? Opted in but didn't complete survey.
Okay.
Opt in, no survey, right? So thanks for attending the demo. What do you think? You know, you can ask whatever questions. I like when I send out text message. I wanna ask a question because I want them to be able to respond to me. You know, I just don't want to tell them something. I want to say, hey, what do you think? You know, you can ask, so when are you looking to buy? Are you just browsing? Things like that. And people will respond to you, and then you can start the conversation.
Yeah, we use the term
conversational
autoresponder. Kind of.
Exactly. And the beautiful thing about this is once they respond to you, it won't send them like another auto responder. It'll alert you so you can like reply.
Yeah.
If you see what I'm saying, you can reply and start a conversation with them. So you're not just like sending a bunch of text messages to them, even when they're replying and you're not reading it.
Cool.
So 21 messages are gonna be sent out. You guys are all gonna get it. It's a demo. uh, you'll be able to see here. Let's see if the messages have been sent. Yeah, so 20 messages have been sent. So 20 different people that just opted in right now probably got this text messages. And that's only because they opted in and they didn't go through the survey. So you can set up your auto responders however you want. You can edit it. You can add as many as you want, and you can really get crafty with this whole autoresponder thing, based on the step they completed.
Yeah.
So the people that completed the survey, I can send them a text right away saying, "Oh, thanks for taking this step. I'll be in touch in the next couple hours, or in the next 24 hours, 2 business days, or whatever." You can really get crafty with your messaging and the way you get people to like respond to you.
People are saying.
So that's it.
We're getting some good
Say
feedback.
that again?
We're getting some good feedback. People are saying some really nice things. David's asking if I use Propeller to make that lead page that we saw in the beginning, and that was yes. The answer to that's yes. You can't see it on my screen now, but I'll do it in the recording. Let's see.
So I'm back here on the dashboard now. You can see 3 people completed the survey. It was auto approved. So you can start to collect data, and who's serious, who you can follow up with. The people that made it to my product page, which just redirects them to Propeller.com right now. I can see that there's 2 people that already did that. So as soon as people start to like opt in and they go through your funnel process, you can track every step.
Yeah.
Every step of the way. Like the people that completed the survey, the ones that were approved, I can like click on that, and I don't want to click on it right now because it's gonna show all the phone numbers and and I don't want to do that right now. But anyway, you'll be able to see that, and who's legit, who's serious, who to follow up with. And on the leads page, you'll be able to also tag people. You'll be able to like add notes. Let me just go back.
So you could run this as an entire CRM in theory.
Pre-transaction. Exactly. On the leads page, notes, you can SMS people, you can rate people. I don't know if you see that here. You can like rate them. You can add notes like who to call, when to follow up, and things like that. So it's a complete CRM system.
Cool.
So let's go back.
So Brent's
so let me just.
Brent's asking for ideas other than rent to own that work. I don't. The sky's probably the limit for real estate, right? Have you seen any other offers work beside rent to own for real estate?
Yeah, I've seen mortgage financing. So mortgage financing, I've seen people looking for sellers, like trying to get people to like use you as a realtor to help them sell. In that, there's just different ways to get people.
Yeah, we have a number of hooks. I could see using this for recruiting for real estate and posting to the services area. Surplus of leads. Learn more. Stuff like that. But yeah, and then I was going to ask you, Adam. You had something about a membership site.
Yeah, the membership site is just, let's say somebody opts into your page, and maybe you want to give them more info. You want to there's a video, things like that, and it's just a way for you to get a lot of people to go. It's like your own where you can share content. And I'll show you an example. So with Propeller, we have a membership site, right? So if I click on community here, you'll be able to see. Actually, I don't have access to it. It's a demo account I just created. But we have a community here, and you'll be able to see like what other people that are using the system are saying, right? You'll be able to interact with the community. You can ask us questions. People have profiles and things like that. My pictures are up there. messages that we posted up there, and other people are able to say it. That's essentially what your membership site is.
Where,
You'll be able to create your own for each product that you have. When you create your own products, your products is you can also have membership site for that product.
so one of the things
Activate
that's
membership.
jumping out at me is to create a private ecosystem for investors in your area, like a deals, you know, so they'll opt in to get notified about deals, but then they get in and they have this whole, you know, where people are sharing deals, and you become the curator of that members area.
Exactly. Yeah.
Um,
So it just depends on how much I guess time and how much you want to put into it. Some people create membership sites and they start sharing content, and then they invite their leads to like log in, because they can log in. You can track them when they log in. You can send them auto responded texting. Just ways to get people to open up and just to get the conversation going, and maybe even teaching people stuff.
yeah. So if
You can upload videos on your site and things like that.
yeah, that's great. So sorry, I'm just moving. We're getting a lot of questions. Somebody wants you to show the landing pages. I assume you can export the data, right?
Yes, you
Yeah.
can export the data.
Okay.
Export to Excel, CSV files. So the landing page, we have stuff in here. You can, because I'm logged in right now as a special account, so I'm seeing some extra stuff that you guys probably won't see, but gives you an idea. We have like different landing pages. You'll be able to select whatever you want to use. Pick that, you customize it. You can customize by change the text. So you can even change the background colors and things like that. Delete that, and we're constantly adding new templates, so you can change the background colors or upload your own file, your own photos. It's pretty customizable. And if you get in here and if there's something that you would like, we can also create that for you. Upload your own images. Yeah, upload your own images and then So does that answer the question?
Yes, I think it does. Let's see, some more questions. Can you set the landing page? Will you move to Boise and set all this up for me? From Brent. It's not that hard.
Yeah, it's actually. Go ahead.
Yeah. Do you guys offer a setup service? How about that? For a fee.
We don't, but we have videos. We have some training videos. And if I can get on the phone with anybody, we have people that can also get on the phone with you to walk you through it. But we have videos in the system that will guide you through the whole thing.
Okay. And then Ron wants me to ask, what do you think of this for Facebook? Because I was going to go there too. Have you tried running any Facebook ad traffic, PPC, to any of these pages?
Right. So people are posting right now. We're running some tests right now. People are posting on their message boards. We're also using some Facebook cover templates, Facebook cover images as our templates. So people are trying that, and we're getting some good feedback. Our test is not quite complete yet, but so far we're getting some good response rate. We wanted to just run it for like a couple months or so to gather enough data.
So if we're spending, we're typically spending like $1 for an email address, off a Facebook ad and through a lot of our funnels. But if you're going to get a real cell number and get this kind of interaction, going up to, even if it's $5 a piece, up to 10, if your survey is converting good, I don't see it costing much more than that for the same offers. The response is going to be lower, but it's going to be, higher quality.
Exactly. Higher quality always beats more leads. You want to target the right people, and you want to find the right people as early on as possible. What happens to a lot of people? They want a lot of leads, and they don't have time to follow up with them, and they end up wasting time with all the wrong people. So what the system does is simplify that process and helps you pre-sort and pre-qualify people as early as possible. And it also helps you like get the conversation going so that you become more familiar with your prospects, and they open up to you, they text you, and it's easier to sell when you have a process like that.
Hey, I just had one more idea, and I don't know if you've tried this yet. How about YouTube pre-roll ads? Skip this ad with the text as an annotation.
Yes. So one thing, exactly. Yeah, you can do that as well. One thing that people also do, instead of using just the image ads, you can also have set it up wherever you run ads. Like I'm starting to see that on YouTube's now. Text.
Yeah.
Retag or to, let's see what that phone number is again.
Right, because you could run it. You can create a video for any property.
Yep. Right, so you can add something like this to your video, or even as a caption. Yeah. I'm seeing a lot of this on Instagram. It's starting to come on Facebook as well. At the caption after a video or an image, it'll say text this to that to get info or to get started. Something like that. And a lot of people respond to they'll text you right away.
Yeah, it could be to see, guys, it's less intrusive. It could be just that to see the real estate deal of the week. Whatever that might be.
Exactly.
Whatever it might be.
Exactly. Text deal, of the week or whatever to your number, and you get people to text you. And then you have a lead. And then you take them through your survey process. And again, the survey can be, how quickly are you looking to buy? It can just be one question, or it can be several questions.
I think
the more questions you ask, the more qualified, the more quality those leads are. The ones that respond are the hot leads you want to be able to follow up with as fast as you can. Follow up with better, So the more detailed your questions are, the more qualified, the more quality the leads. Some people don't want to ask a lot of questions because they just want to get leads. But you're going to have to try it out for yourself to see which, depending on what you're trying to accomplish, the kind of questions you want to ask. Open-ended questions. What are your challenges right now? What problem to you? And once you do that, it just helps you build a better relationship with the prospect, and it helps the whole process move forward much faster and better.
Cool. So we have some more questions. We almost forgot. You created me a special code if anybody wants to try this out today.
Right. So I'm getting there. So here's it.
Sorry.
So I created a special code for people who are attending the webinar right now. Propeller.com/retag. All the Retaculous members, you can use that. And what that does for you is that it gives you access to sign up for the system at a 50% discount for the first 2 months. Right. So you can go sign up right now. Propeller.com/retag, RETECH, and you'll be able to enter the promo code. It's going to be applied if you go directly to that link, but if you get there, and you can also enter this promo code RETAG, and then you'll be able to get it 50% off for the first 2 months. And right now, I believe the first intro package, if you were to sign up for that, will be 50% off of $49. It's $24.50. So that's a good deal. We have customers right now that are paying, that are using the business plan, the economy plan, and are paying the full price. So it's a pretty good deal here.
Yeah, sure.
2 months, 50% off. Try it out and see how it works for you.
Okay, I'm going to breeze through a lot more questions. We have, let's see, can you skip the 4-digit PIN and take them straight to the survey? That would be not using the link.
Okay, yeah. Yes, we can. Let me go back there. Let me go back to that process. So here, when I set up the opt-in code, if you remember, I said I wanted to send them back to the opt-in page. But let's say I didn't want to do that. I just want to take them straight to the survey. I select application page. I can also have a custom URL in here if I wanted. If I wanted to send you to google.com as soon as you opted in, I could do that as well. But I want to send you to the survey page. All I have to do is just select application down here and save it. Now, anybody that opts in, they don't have to go back to my opt-in page again. They don't have to go through that process again. Sometimes I want to do that. Let's say I have a video that I want them to see. I want to do that, but yeah, you have flexibility. You have flexibility. That's what I'm trying to say here. You can, as soon as you get the number, you can ask for the name, send name prompt, ask for the name. Once they respond with the name, you can send them to any website you want. You can send them to the survey. Um, you have a lot of flexibility.
Next question. API for integration. I don't know what Jim wants to integrate with, but do you have an API?
We don't have an API right now, but something that we can do. Something that it's for the it's part of the plan that we have. So if there's something urgent or something like that, we can look at it and we can start seeing what we can do with it.
Yep. Jay's saying this is something that could work well with blog traffic. Absolutely. You can post the banner ads or just the codes in any of your blog posts or sidebar below content. All right.
Right.
Really good question. How are you able to put these images on Craigslist? Because I think some people might be wondering. I'll answer that. Basically, it's not going within the body of the Craigslist ad, even though you can do the text, message within the Craigslist ad, not the image, right?
Right. So people, you can put a text like this in your Craigslist ad. You can say text, at the bottom in the posting description, the body of the ad, you can do something like this, and they'll see this as soon as they open up your ad. Right. The reason I put the star in here is because when you put your phone numbers on Craigslist now, they hide it, and you have to click on show contact info. But by doing this,
Yeah.
people can easily see it.
Pretty nifty. And then the way that you're getting the image on is that you're simply uploading the image. So guys, if you're running ads for all of your listings, just upload the same main call to action with every listing, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Do you offer an 800? Do you offer 800 number SMS phone numbers?
No, but it's something that we can definitely look into.
Sure.
Right now we don't. It's local area code phone numbers.
Ron's heckling. I don't know what's going on here. He's asking if you die, does the product die? You probably have a team.
Say that again? Yeah. We're building. I mean, we're just getting started, but it's not just me running this. I have a partner who's also online, Cliff Okidoki, and we're building out a team of support, and it's a company that's gonna be here for a long time.
David's saying the prices don't look like they're discounted. I think you need to enter the code, or no?
Right. You need to answer. So once you create an account from that link, once you go to propeller.com/retech, it'll take you to the pricing page, and I'll show you. Let me just copy that link. It'll take you to the pricing page, and it doesn't discount it, but it tells you, you receive 50% off. And what you do is you click sign up, and once you click sign up, I might have to enter it again. But anyway, so let's enter Retech. Apply. Just a sec, I might have let me fix that.
So anybody watching this on the replay, it's probably fixed by the time you're watching it. Thank you guys for putting that out.
Fixed. Just a sec, I'll fix that on my phone.
Cool. That was an actual video. I have a question. Go ahead, man.
So go ahead.
I have another question. I'll let you work on that. Somebody's asked if I had an actual video on my opt-in page. Yes, I was able to just take a YouTube video and pop it on the page. It was really easy to do. Are the members...
Yeah, I'll show you that. Yes, you can do that. You can add your own videos.
Yeah, and are the member sites a landing page? So, guys, I really like the deals. I mean, we'll be wrapping our heads around this more, but I really like the idea of the deals. The first thing
Okay, now it's fixed.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
If you're inclined to actually go out and shop for people and find good deals in your area, I think you're going to have pretty good success driving investors and first-time buyers to a deals-based offer, in addition to the rent-to-own, which we know people will apply to. And I think between the two of those, with Propeller, there's two really sound business models there. You know, two direct paths to generating cell phone leads, and then the follow-up is pretty simple, especially for the deals. Simply find deals and text them out to people. Adam, you didn't show did you show blasting a text to everybody on your list, or was that all through the autoresponder dashboard?
Yes, you can use the autoresponder dashboard to do that.
Okay.
So you go here, you create a text, you create one, and the main thing is everybody that opts in, right? You can just send them a text.
Okay.
You know, let's just try. You can send everybody a text. Let me say opt-in text, for lack of better. Welcome everyone. You know, you can blast everybody just like that, and that's it. Save. It'll tell you how many text messages are going out. You confirm that, and then everybody gets the welcome text.
Yep. Could we add credit score to the survey? Yeah, Brent, you can add whatever you want to the survey. They're totally customizable.
Yeah, surveys are totally customizable. The other way to text is, you go right on the leads page, and the reason I don't want to click that is it's going to show everyone's info, and I just don't want to do that right now. But you can do that, and you can select your leads individually. There's a box where you check a box, and then you can send everybody. It's kind of like this. You see something like this, you check a box for the leads you want to send a text message to, and then there's a drop down that says send SMS, and you can just send them all a text message. You can also send them an email as well. For the ones that we have emails here, there's also an option to send them an email.
Cool.
So I fixed
Yep.
the discount offer. So it's propeller.com/retech. Now it should show the 50% off when you go to the sign up page.
Great. Okay, guys, I'm getting, Adam, sorry to cut you off. I'm getting a little up against on a time thing here. We're passing 4 o'clock. Brent's asking, can he upload his database and send a mass text? I think the answer is no, right? That's just the law.
You can't send a mass text just because it's regulated. You can't just start blasting people that haven't requested to be texted. But one thing we do have here that we actually just came up with is what we call the subscribe request. And it's where you can send somebody a text message one at a time. You know, like, hey, I don't even, I'll use my name because I can't think of any other name.
There we go.
But, you put in the phone number, email optional, if I wanted to opt in, I'll put my phone number. You can call me if you want. And then I say, hi, please get on my list. Actually, I have some examples here. And that way, once they reply yes, once they reply, thanks for attending the webinar, thanks for attending the webinar. And once they reply yes to your text message, this is like a request for them to get on your list. Once they reply yes, you automatically add them to your list, right? That's one way to do it. So we currently don't allow mass text just because it's a regulated thing, and we don't want to get in trouble with the law and just texting people that haven't requested to be texted.
Sure. Well, this is good stuff. Guys, there's really good content here specific to Propeller. Just keep in mind the whole idea that texts get through with 100% opt-in rate. People see them. If you're not ready to invest in Propeller today, play around with just doing text-based offers. Have people text you, right, Adam? They can just text your private phone number and then see how you feel about that, and then this will let you organize all that effort. If you want to take baby steps here.
Right. I mean, you can do that. The thing with that is, especially if you're doing like unclassified ads, you have to be careful because you get lots of spam. So much spam on, especially like people texting random stuff. So the reason for having a process like this, it weeds out the spam. You wouldn't even see it because they have to go through the process, and spammers don't like to take time.
All right, never mind. Just buy Propeller. Okay, I got you. I didn't even think of that. All right, guys. I think we're good, Adam. Thank you. I mean, this was cool.
Sure.
Everybody's saying we just got a comment. I thank you, Ryan. Everybody's, we've had positive here feedback. I think, it's nice to see that there's, other than Facebook ads, which we've been talking about a lot, there's a lot of other ways to get traffic. Craigslist is still out there, and this could be a great way to leverage it, especially if you're running a lot of ads. Adam, I got to ask you, because like
Yes.
open loop, it's an open loop in my head. Are you willing to share these Craigslist posting services, or are they just sort of like on the down low?
Well, I stopped doing that because I've been getting lots of questions with that, and the reason is because it might not work. Like I've tried people that they post today and it was good, and tomorrow it doesn't work, or they go out of business just because Craigslist doesn't really like it,
Yeah.
and they go after people that agencies and things like that. So I stay away from giving any specific names. If you do a Google search or YouTube videos, you'll be able to find some info, but I just wouldn't give any recommendations just to
Yeah.
I'm getting lots of questions, and I don't want to put myself out there like that anymore.
Great. Okay, well, thanks again, man. Anybody who has any questions, I'm sure you can contact through Propeller. Feel free to contact support@reticulous.com. And I'll probably be playing around with this more and let you guys know what comes of it. And I'm sure some other members will be contributing. Let us know, let us know what you guys do with this. We're all curious to see how this works out.
Yeah, I'll be here. You guys can just text if you have questions. Text, send a text message. Just respond to this number, and I'll be able to answer your questions. And I'll be here. All right.
See you
Thanks,
guys.
Ryan.
Have a good week. We'll see you next week on the Reticulous Strategy Sessions.
All right. Thanks. Bye,
Later,
guys.
everyone.